has ran himself out. Had the opportunity to probably say no there. So you can't completely blame the batsman for having called him through, because at the end of the day, it also is your decision to go through. So the first wicket down for the Kusum Warriors. Won the toss, elected to bat first. Wouldn't have wanted to start off on this particular note, but sadly enough for them, it's not the best pieces of starts. On the other hand, the AMS Gladiators would be glad with the fact that they managed to pick themselves up a wicket in the form of a run out. Smith Shah, batting at number 3, will be coming in to join his partner. Sanket Brahmabat has played a few crucial knocks for the Kusum Warriors so far. This time round, it will be interesting to see how this duo fares. Sanket has some runs under his belt. Don't forget, Smith Shah earned himself the man of the match in the previous match that the Kusum Warriors played. So Smith would be high in confidence. Let's not forget, will also be contributing with the ball a little later, but now he has a job in his hands with the bat. Looked very pretty in the middle in the last encounter. So definitely he would be fancying his chances. Not to forget, we're playing in Daman for the very first time, the PPL, that is, Patan Premier League. Over the top she went. What a start for Smith. Pretty looking strike from the right-handed batsman in Smith Shah. Top quality shot on the up. That just goes to show the quality of the wicket that is on offer. Runs certainly for the taking. And Smith starting off in style for the Kusum Warriors. Vismay Choksi for the AMS Gladiators. Always the man to go to with the new ball. Slip employed. There is a deep point straight away. And a fine leg. The two men out in the deep. This time down to mid-on. Call Sanket through. But the throw is not strong enough. And Sanket will make his ground in the end. So Smith, a boundary followed by a single. Way forward for the young man. In between, Sanket Brahmabat would be feeling a little aggrieved after having taken that run. Nishit would be disappointed that he missed out here. Driven straight to mid-off. Will pick up the single, will Sanket Brahmabat. So steady start for the Kusum Warriors. They would be disappointed that they lost a wicket, but they'd be hoping that this partnership flourishes for them. So it's going to be Pratik Shah to share the new ball with Vismay Choksi. Pretty much the opening pair for the AMS Gladiators. AMS Gladiators, let's not forget that they're yet to register a win under their belt in the third edition of the Patan Premier League. Played away on the onside. Runs for the taking for Sanket Brahmabat. Couple of runs will be added to his kitty before fine leg comes around and keeps it down to a couple. So Sanket also would feel a lot more better out there in the middle after hitting that particular shot. Looked in complete control. Not the best starts for Pratik. A shot down the leg side. Looking to cut that ball, not making contact in the end. Pratik Shah for the MS Gladiators has done pretty well with the ball in the past, although this is an extremely important game for the MS Gladiators. When you consider they're yet to register a win, that just goes to show how important this game becomes for them. Worked away on the onside, straight down to mid-on for a single. Sanket Brahmabat, the right-hander, has been the mainstay for the Kusum Warriors in a few encounters in the past. Has made good enough contributions. Has played the sheet anchor's role more often than not. Smith Shah facing up to Pratik. Superbly timed there, and manages to find the ropes along with that. Was a pretty looking shot on the up. The confidence brimming from the last match that Smith played. Down the leg side. We're waiting to see what the umpire signal is on that one. White signal. So a couple of runs added in the form of extras for the Kusum Warriors. So well, ladies and gentlemen, finally the first destination for the Patan Premier League, and we found ourselves in Daman, the picturesque venue that we're present in. Waiting for the umpire signal. I'm sure that there would be some signal. Yes, leg by signal there. Kusum Warriors, a couple of overs have been done and dusted. 17 on the board. A wicket down in the form of a run out in the very first over. But Smith, the way he's batting, has suddenly transferred the pressure back on the AMS Gladiators. Yes, there's a slip employed. Deep point, extra cover, mid-off. In fact, there's also cover point. Couple of covers, you can say. One straighter and one a little squarer. Mid-on, mid-wicket, fine leg. So a 6-3 offside onside field for the MS Gladiators. Played on the up. Smith's looking really good there. Some good piece of fielding there by the fieldsman at covers. Smith managing to get that single. Full toss would be a little disappointed there, Sanket Brahmabat. Probably expecting himself to put that one away on the onside, but was probably surprised by the length, was hoping that it would hit the wicket, but seen it come all the way onto his bat. Worked away, fine she goes. And the fieldsman I find like does really well to get around and keep the ball in play. A couple of runs for Sanket Brahmabat in between. What's good to see for the Kusum Warriors is although they've lost a wicket, but these two are looking good there in the middle. The wicket's playing really well, and Smith has given proof of the same. Looking to cut, but a couple of times now that Sanket has attempted to cut but hasn't put bat to ball. So teams probably might take note of that. Vismay as well. Probably there's a weakness to be exploited, not too sure, only time will tell. Because this can happen, because when you're cutting the ball, outside the line of off stump, umpire Jeetu Patel has given him out eventually. There was a loud shout for quite some time. The umpire looked a little uncertain. Let's not forget, Tanai and Vismay both went up straight away along with the AMS Gladiators. They had no doubts. Umpire Jeetu Patel took his own sweet time before he raised his finger. And Sanket Brahmabat fishing outside the line of off stump, getting a sneak through to the keeper. Although I'm not too sure whether he agrees with the decision, because it might be debatable, but at the same time, it is the AMS Gladiators who have struck blood. A couple of wickets down for the Kusum Warriors, and the AMS Gladiators would be glad with the start they've gotten so far in the power play. Who would probably take them going up and running. 3 overs done and dusted with 21 for 2 are the Kusum Warriors. Change in the bowling for the MS Gladiators. Amit Shah coming in from the far end. Deven Dhruva having to stretch. Vismay Choksi there, recognizing that he's taking it a little too lightly. Running or making him run quickly. Having released that ball quickly enough to the bowler. Chintan Shah, I beg your pardon, the new bowler who's come in to replace Pratik Shah. Played away on the onside. Easy single taken. The wicket looks like a belter. At the same time, there is some moisture in the wicket. When you consider that it is an early morning start. Not an early morning start exactly, but yet a morning start. The first hour is always some assistance for the bowler. Worked away on the onside for a single there. Deven will take his own sweet time. He knows that he wants to play the long haul, does not want to miss out on a good wicket. This is probably the innings that can get him back into, I won't say form as such, but he has been sort of struggling to get the big scores that we saw associated with Deven Dhruva. Smith Shah, the ever so good looking Smith Shah with the bat. There you go, over the top she went, pretty looking shot, not for the first time. Smith Shah is looking really good out there in the center. You beauty, just the way he played this ball, oozing with confidence after his previous knock. Bagged himself the man of the match to go along with that. And here he seems to be starting off all guns blazing for the Kusum Warriors. Just what the doctor ordered for them. When you consider that they're 2 wickets down, but making the most of the power play, looking really good in the middle there, Smith Shah. Off the back foot, finds the gap, and guess what? The fieldsman was more towards extra cover, will beat him into the fence. Consecutive boundaries coming here from the bat of Smith Shah, much to the delight of the Kusum Warriors. So the men in red would be all of the sudden the spirits lifted, even though they're a couple of wickets down, because the way Smith's handling the situation, it is almost meat and drink at the moment for somebody of the quality and caliber of Smith Shah. Let's not forget one of the finest all-rounders in the PPL. Left arm medium pacer. We'll see him bend his back in the second innings. Superbly struck, but there is a man in the deep. Smith Shah seems to be ringing a song or a poem in the middle, which is not the best to the ears of the AMS Gladiators at the moment. On the other hand, all you batting fans in the house, don't go anywhere, because Smith is putting on a display of batsmanship. And let's not forget who he has at his disposal, Deven Dhruva. Which means that runs could be there for the offing for the Kusum Warriors. चार ओवरों की समाप्ति 33 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर कुसुम वॉरियर्स। अब आए हैं विस्मय चौकसी, गेंद डालेंगे Over the top she went. Again Smith into the action. Well, just for your kind information, all the boundaries are being sponsored by Plan Money, which makes it a Plan Money boundary out here. So all you viewers who are watching back home, don't forget that every boundary is accounted for. Plan Money has something in store for every boundary that is being scored out here. Smith Shah looking terrific. Batting on 24 of just 10, Smith has managed 5 boundaries already. Quarter century here for Smith, 25 of just 11. Looking terrific in the center. He's taking the pressure off Devain. Now what this will do is this will allow Devain to take his own sweet time and try and anchor the innings while Smith is all guns blazing. And then you'll suddenly see the left-hander explode. Devain, a couple of times he's done that now, defended that with soft hands and ran through for a single. Now see, Devain has recognized that Smith is hammer and tons. So he has suddenly taken on the responsibility to give Smith maximum strike in the power play in particular. Smith, just the way he has batted, has looked the part so far with the bat. Sooner or later, we'll see him with the ball when Kusum Warriors are in the field. And even over there, he would look a completely different bowler with pace and bounce at his disposal today. Worked away on the onside, this time straight to mid-wicket, who is between mid-wicket and square leg to be precise. And ball went straight to him. Now, Devain Dhruva will be on strike, the left-hander. Let's not forget, he's clearly his intent has been to give Smith maximum strike, and that is the way forward for Devain Dhruva. Worked away, straight to mid-on for a single. So well, ladies and gentlemen, the PPL finally has found a first destination in the form of Daman. We are in Vapi in Gujarat and we are at the Shri Bilakhia Cricket Stadium. This lovely stadium, lush green outfield, a terrific wicket. Well, all the players would be really excited to play their cricket out here. And the weather is unbelievably amazing for cricket. Pleasant, the sun's out, yet there's this cool breeze blowing through. So it's not going to really take a toll on the players as such. Hydration will never be an issue because humidity is not too very high out here. Winters always very pleasing for all of us, especially all of us who come from the west. It's good to see some of the spectators who have joined us close to the boundary line enjoying the cricket. They'll definitely enjoy this right-hander in the form of Smith Shah. There again on the up, the sound that the bat is making when it contacts with the ball is a batsman's delight to the ears. That's exactly why you love batting, or why you like watching batting on a ground, because the sound that Smith's bat is making is completely different as opposed to some of the other batsmen that we've seen so far on display. Let's not forget, Devane is the blaster master, everything for the Kusum Warriors. They heavily rely on him. He has to fire today, but now he has a terrific young lad who's blasting his way at the other end, which is making his job a lot more easier in the middle. More often than not, the onus rests on Smith to take the runs, or rather make the runs, or make the initiatives, or rather take the initiatives and get the boundaries, the runs for the men in red. But today, the way Smith has batted, worked away, will pick up a boundary, will Deve nonchalantly flicked off his legs. Not the best pieces of bowling from Chintan Shah. Has to pay a heavy price in the form of a boundary. First boundary for the left-hander, and was a pretty looking shot in the end. There were a couple of fieldsmen, one at square leg and one at fine leg, and surpassed them well and very well and easy. This time over the top she goes. Probably will be the first maximum of the morning. Yes, you bet it is. Top quality shot there from Devendra Dhruva. A boundary followed by a maximum. Now this will get the AMS Gladiators up and thinking, because whilst you had to think only about the right-hander who was looking good, suddenly Devendra Dhruva has stepped on the accelerator. Now you have a lot of thinking to do. If you were to be in Vishal Shah's shoe, let's not forget that the AMS Gladiators are still to register a win in the competition. Chintan Shah, the bowler, a good comeback after conceding a couple of boundaries. Let's not forget that top quality 6 over the bowler's head, always a picturesque sight for the viewers. There she goes again, this time over mid-off, high and handsome, into the blue sky she went. Another 6 under his belt there for Devendra Dhruva, taking a liking to the bowling of Chintan Shah. Under some pressure is the right-handed bowler. On the other hand, the left-hander looking pretty good and taking full toll of the beautiful batting wicket that is on display out here at the Shri GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium. Gafur Bhai Bilakia rather, Cricket Stadium. Lovely stadium, one must say. When you look at the outfield, it makes for mouth-watering encounters. Pulled away. Probably will go into the fence all the way for 6. You bet it does. Over mid-wicket. Top shot from Devendra Dhruva. 3 sixes coming in this over of Chintan Shah, along with a boundary. So an expensive over in the context of the game. And all of the sudden, that skyscraper in the middle of the graph will look really high on this one, because 24 runs coming of that over. That is a lot of runs in one over. Power play done and dusted with 64 for 2 other Kusum Warriors. Plan Money sponsoring all the boundaries in the entire event. So every boundary will be accounted for. Our new boundary sponsors have just joined us mid-tournament, in the middle of the tournament rather. In between, we have Spin that has been introduced into proceedings. Nirvan Shah, the left-arm spinner, will be bowling to Smith Shah. Off spinner rather introduced. I was under the impression we had a left-arm spinner in Mitul Shah, but this is not Mitul Shah, this is Nirvan Shah. The off spinner has bowled really well for the AMS Gladiators, has batted out of his skins in a couple of matches as well to go along with that. Nirvan Shah will be bowling to the left-handed Devendra Dhruva. The left-hander took a liking to Chintan Shah, who I doubt will be in the attack any further. At least whilst this duo is in tandem, Chintan is definitely out of the attack, although the fieldsman will spread out. Now, suddenly playing with a lot more freedom there is Devendra Dhruva. Down towards deep mid-wicket for a single will bring the right-handed Smith Shah. Both these batsmen now well set, although they've spent little time in the middle, but the way they're batting, they look all at home, although probably playing for the first time on this ground. Shout for a leg before, straight away turned down by umpire Jeetu Patel. This time in the deep she went for a single. So some sanity prevailing into proceedings when you consider those big mighty hits in the last over by Devendra Dhruva. That boot work won't help the fieldsman. Will pick up a single with Devendra Dhruva. Vishal Shah, the captain, struggling to probably put himself down. One can imagine. Not so easy when you're a little on the heavier side. In between, another over has been done and dusted with. 68 for 2 are the Kusum Warriors after 7. Played away through the offside for a single. Pratik Shah being brought back into the attack, probably with the intention to pick up a wicket. It's important from the MS Gladiators' point of view that they try and break this partnership. That's clearly the endeavour for them, and that's why Pratik has been given the ball. Making sure that he gets his field absolutely spot on, does Pratik Shah. Third man point, extra cover, man in the deep on the offside. There's a long off. Smith has really looked good in the middle, timing it beautifully, making contact with the ball with a lot more ease. Clearly looking the part so far. Let's not forget he earned himself the man of the match, and that is definitely showing in the way he's batting today. Over the top she goes, straight to the man in the deep. Does really well to keep the ball in play there, the man in the deep. Smith managing to come back for the second. Reminded me of Virat Kohli for once when he played that particular shot. Is looking so good in the middle is Smith Shah. Who would have dreamt for the Kusum Warriors? It was Binal Shah, one of the owners of the Kusum Warriors, that wanted Smith to bat at number 3, and believe you me, he's making that number count for himself and making a name for himself at number 3. Let's not forget that's the Indian captain's spot as well to go along with that. And Smith Shah making himself a very strong case of being one of the best number 3s in the Patan Premier League. We're in the edition, in the third edition that is. And finally we find ourselves in Daman, the first ever destination that the PPL has witnessed. We're at the Sri Bilakia Cricket Stadium. Once again over the top. Oh, that is a fabulous shot. There was nonchalance attached with that shot. How do you play that the way he did? On the up, on the rise. Believe you me, am I looking at a young lad who looks an absolutely different player? Suddenly looks like somebody who's at another level altogether is Smith Shah with the way he's batted so far in the competition. Look at the sound when the ball meets his bat. The echo that surrounds the ground with that sound makes for very interesting and soothing sounds to the ears. 83 on the board already for the Kusum Warriors. Couple of wickets down for them. Only 8 overs have been bowled, going at 8.3 runs. 10 runs rather. A little over 10 runs per over are the Kusum Warriors. What a start for the men in red. Yes, Vishal anticipated a runs galore at the toss, but he wanted to keep them down to 150, 160 probably, and he thought the job will be done. Well, that's a long way away from the aim as Gladiators so far, especially with the way this partnership is batting. Smith looking threatening. Deven Dhruva, we all know, is one of the best batsmen in the tournament, and just proving his mettle there. Another planned money boundary, this time coming from the bat of Deven Dhruva. Yes, was a full banger, but you still got to bang it. And did it with relative ease there, did Deven Dhruva. Ran the first one hard, did Smith, came back and pushed Deven for the second, eventually completing the run very easily, comfortably in the end. Looking really good, this partnership for the Kusum Warriors. AMS Gladiators have a lot of thinking to be done. Off the back foot, checked that out for a shot, waited on the back foot, did not commit himself on the front foot. Most left-handers will try and defend that off the front foot. But Deven, just the player, there's just the quality that he has with the bat, showing in the middle. Trusting the wicket, trusting the bounce. That's what batsmen love. Let's not forget, even the bowlers love bounce. A true wicket is always something that players love. That's what they call for. That's why we play cricket. We play cricket to play on wickets that we can trust. Let it be ball or with bat in hand. Either ways. Over the top she goes. There are a couple of men, but he overran himself there, did the fieldsman in the deep. Hardik Shah, I believe the fieldsman there at long off, not able to keep the ball from going any further, overran the ball. The ball just stopped on him after hitting the deck, and then trickled slowly, teasingly into the boundary for Hardik. Down towards long off, a lot more straighter is Hardik Shah. Poor throw. Smith was probably calling Deven back and then suddenly decided, oh well, we don't want another run out, do we? Nishit, a couple of times now run out in the competition, would be really disappointed. Nishit would have wanted to score some runs this morning. But the way Smith and Deven have batted, it will definitely not pinch the Kusum Warriors so far. 96 on the board, only 9 overs bowled, just 4 runs away from the 3-figure mark are the Kusum Warriors. This is exactly what I'm seeing. Is it so? And guess what? He manages to pick himself out in the deep, does Deven Dhruva. Probably getting carried away there. thinking that he can get more under his belt. So close, yet so far. Finally falls to the trap laid down by the MS Gladiators. So the plan works for the MS Gladiators. Nilay Shah introduced into the attack and strikes straight away for the MS Gladiators. They would be delighted to see the back of Devendra Dhruva. The big fish has to walk back. And in comes, Kshitij Shah to join Smith Shah. So another cracking partnership probably on our hands. And some work still to be done for the MS Gladiators. Let's not forget yet to register a win. On the other hand, the Kusum Warriors sitting pretty in the table apparently. Inner half of the bat. That is not to be seen so far from Smith. Kshitij will easily come for the second, and the 50 comes up. The half century for Smith Shah. Terrific knock by the young lad. Just coming off 25 balls, a strike rate of 200. 8 boundaries to go that helped him reach that particular landmark. Smith really looking good in the middle. Believe you me, 25 balls, half century. That puts your batting or puts your side in the driver's seat straight away. Over the top she goes. Timing to precision. Placement is perfect as well. 6, the first maximum coming off the bat of Smith Shah. You beauty, take a bow. And there's so many more overs to come. 56 straight away. Smith Shah, he's looking the part over here. Getting carried away earlier. Devendra Dhruva going for the big one without having a look at Nilay. Smith wanting to play that to the offside, but was a good comeback there by Nilay Shah. Not allowing the right-hander the luxury and the license, extra bounce defeating him. Again, the same Wayne round, extra bounce defeating him. Smith looking to be a little too cute, not playing the full-blooded cut, was looking to probably late dab it, besides the wicket-keeper. Goes through Cal corner, deep square leg has some work, won't get there, which means that Smith will pick up another plan money boundary. I say plan money because plan money are our new boundary sponsors. Every boundary will be accounted for. The Patan Premier League coming to you live from the Gafur Bhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium. Shri Gafur Bhai Bilakia, that is. This beautiful picturesque setup here in Vapi. We're very close to Daman, just 3 kilometers away from Daman. Somira Diam being our title sponsors. We have a truckload of other sponsors who have come together. Womio, our goodie sponsors. JP Hairpins have taken care of the kits of the players. McMurray's, thanks to them that we get to watch the broadcasting on YouTube. They happen to be our telecast sponsors. MTM Madden Exports, that is, sorry, MT Madden Exports. Also the owner of MTM Riders. Man of the series sponsors, that is, this time a tour abroad for the couple. Kshitij beaten out to the line of off stump. Clever piece of bowling from Nirvan Shah. Smith Engineering taking care of the apparels of the players, making them look really good in the jerseys. Terrible shot there by Kshitij Shah. unlike him, but quality bowling from Nirvan Shah. The extra bounce getting the better of Kshitij there. Wanted to keep it down, but miscued it completely. And Kshitij has to walk back to the sheds. So 2-2 for the Kusum Warriors, and in walked the captain to join the good-looking Smith. Halfway through the innings, 108 for 4 other Kusum Warriors. Pretty looking score already put up. When you consider 60 balls more to come. Played away on the onside. Effortlessly there by Sahil Shah. Now Sahil probably recognizes that there are a few wickets, too many probably down. He might probably want to stitch a partnership here with Smith Shah. On the other hand, 108 halfway through the innings. Over the top. Has he miscued this one? In fact, it goes all the way for 6. For once, I got the feeling that he did not get hold of it the way he would have wanted to have done so. But all's well that ends well for Smith Shah, managing to clear the ropes, and that's what matters. Half a dozen added to the total of the Kusum Warriors along with that boundary. Worked away. Check that out for effort from Sahil Shah. Looked so beautiful when he worked that one. A good return in from Vismay, hitting the wickets straight away. "11 overs, 117 for 4 other Kusum Warriors. So a couple of runs added to the total of the Kusum Warriors. Nilay Shah getting the better of Devendru a little earlier. Once again goes big indifferently. That just goes to show the quality of the wicket. This could be tight. Overthrows. Another run added to the total. AMS Gladiators, well, definitely need to tighten the screws in the field. That's the least that they can do. AMS Gladiators, they have a lot of work ahead of them. Short ball pulled away between square leg and mid-wicket for 4. Top quality shot from the captain of the Kusum Warriors, not sparing that ball which asked to be hit from Nilaisha, and just got the treatment that delivery deserved. All the boundaries are sponsored by Plan Money, so Nilaisha from the far end managed to pick up Devendra Dhruva, but now he has to contend with Smith Shah, who looks on a different planet altogether with the bat. Outside the line of off stump, down towards a sweeper on the offside for a single. Brings Sahil Shah on strike. The Patan Premier League coming to you live from Vapi in Gujarat for the first time with touring. 4 matches here in Vapi. Couple today and a couple to follow tomorrow. Worked away on the onside. Sahil as well looking really good so far in his short stay at the crease. This being the Gafur Bhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium. $129 for 4 after 12 are the Kusum Warriors. Sahil has particularly looked good through the onside. Most of his runs coming through mid-wicket and square leg so far. Mid-wicket has been a heavy hunting space for Sahil so far. He's managed to bring in a lot of runs from there. Nirvan Shah. Probably has not quite timed it, but manages to fall in no man's land, much to the delight of the Kusum Warriors, getting the outer half of the bat there. Once again, this is not the Smith we have been seeing so far. All of a sudden, probably lapse in concentration. Sahil is going to have to probably with the young man. Probably getting a little tired in the middle. Couple of tired shots in this over, unlike what we've seen. Outside line of off stump, umpire Jeetu Patel making sure that he does his job by widening his arms. Worked away once again, the same square leg mid-wicket region where Sahil has, Sahil has peppered so far. Tossed up, takes the invitation. Smith, well, they could not collectively keep it in. The fieldsman at long off did parry it in and expected Wismay to keep it in play, but Wismay probably overran the ball, and that's why the ball trickled into the fence. So Smith had the opportunity, and he definitely took the invitation. Another boundary that Plan Money has to account for. Plan Money are boundary sponsors. "13 overs have been completed. 140, I beg your pardon, for 4 are the Kusum Warriors.
तुझा व्हिडिओ आला तुझी कॅबलची वार चेंज आहे ना कुठे वरती टाकणे खालची बदली लावून बघ एक नंबरला लावले ना एक नंबरला वरती आपण जो 2 होतो ना HDI व्हिडिओ वाला इथे HDI खाली इथे कॅमेऱ्याच्या इथे हाँ नीचे वाले में डाल के देखना आता है
Nilai to continue from the far end. Smith just needs to take some time out here. He's played a breathtaking knock so far. Just seems to be probably tiring. Batting on 79, has a great opportunity to get to 3 figures. Down, long off will come around and keep it down to a single. There again, Smith not quite timing it the way he was doing earlier previously. Probably the wicket slowing down, you never know. Sun's out. Earlier was enjoying the moisture at the crease was Smith. The ball coming on a lot more to the bat. Or is it him getting tired? We'll know with the way Sahil bats now. Probably the ball as well getting older, so gripping in the surface a lot more. Over the top she goes. Will find the gap. Will Sahil Shah. Pretty looking shot down towards long off for 4. The long off was a lot more straighter, and he took full advantage on that occasion. There did the skipper of the Kusum Warriors, that is Sahil Shah. Well, the Kusum Warriors inching closer to that 150 mark with that boundary. Good comeback there by the bowler Nilai Shah. Outside of off stump, Sahil looking to go hard, beaten all ends up. On the onside, happy hunting areas for Sahil Shah, mid-wicket and square leg so far. Another single there, completing the 14th. 146 for the Kusum Warriors. Over the top she goes, top edging that one. Man in the deep ends up not probably getting to him the ball there. Just over his head she went for 6. So another half a dozen runs brings up the 150 for the Kusum Warriors. Sahil Shah taking the invitation, banging that full toss. Did not probably get the timing that he was looking out for, but the smaller ground getting the better of the bowler there. He would be aggrieved because he did not get the center of the bat is what he would reckon. This time goes big chance. Drops it. Well. The last thing you want, you had an opportunity on the previous ball, must be going through his mind. This time had a clean catch down his stomach. And Sahil Shah lives to fight for another day. This could turn out to be costly for the EMS Gladiators when you consider that Kusum Warriors are 4 wickets down. And the way Smith is batted so far, Sahil taking over now. That Smith is looking a little tired, but this can really hurt the EMS Gladiators. Let's not forget, yet to register a win under their belt. Goes through the offside with some might and authority for 4. This is quality stuff from Sahil Shah, the captain of the Kusum Warriors. A planned money boundary coming from the bat of the right-handed Sahil Shah. Well, this GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium has been set alight by the men in red who have greeted the PPL edition number 3 on their first tour out here in Gujarat. Have clearly set the tone for the weekend. We're in Vapi, just 3 kilometers away from Daman. Smith batting on exactly 80 of just 39 balls. 10 4s, 2 6s to go along with that, mind you. Over the top, man. Taken, 80 is what he falls for, 40 balls, 200 strike rate for Smith. Well played, young man, take a bow. Yes, you've missed out on 100, but nevertheless, you have batted your team into a strong position. And the MS Gladiators will be glad that they finally see the back of the right-hander. Disappointed, dejected is the young man. But he'll soon be seen in action with the ball when he comes in to charge onto the crease to release those heavy balls with his left armers. In between the 5th wicket down for the Kusum Warriors. 159 on the board. One ball to spare in the 15th over. 5 more overs to come. One run shy away from 160. 200 is definitely on the cards. Sahil has done really well so far with the bat. Sahil batting on 28 of just 16 balls. Has gotten off to a good start, has Sahil. So it's going to be Parth Shah. For once I just felt it was Akash Dhruva who probably walked to the centre, but not to be the case. It is Parth Shah to join his captain. एक 159 पर 5 कुसुम वॉरियर्स 15 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद. Nilay Shah. Bowling his final over. So far has been a tad expensive in his quota. So far has given with 30 runs, 5 balls to go. Picked up the big wicket of Devendra Dhruva. Out. Can you believe it? Sahil Shah has cut one straight to the man at point. Kusum Warriors suddenly just losing a few wickets before entering the death. Not the best pieces of news for them, but AMS Gladiators pulling things back into their favour. They wanted to keep the Kusum Warriors down to 150, 160. That's not going to be the case. But they have 2 new batsmen which would help their cause. Because now the Kusum Warriors have some regrouping to do. Akash Dhruva making his way into the centre. .28 of 18 balls Sahil Shah managed. With the help of 3 boundaries and a mighty hit over the fence, Sahil Shah managing his 28 of just 18 balls. Akash Dhruva, the new batsman, big brother in the sheds. Now the younger one has an opportunity to make the Dhruva Parivar shine. Worked away on the onside. Running the first one hard. Will stick to the single there. Will Akash Dhruva. Off the mark. Looking to cut that one, unable to get back. Today there are a number of square cuts that could not beat bat. Down the leg side. Will pick up a single there, will Akash. Parth, I beg your pardon. Akash will be on strike now. This beautiful setup here in Vapi. We're in Gujarat, the first time the PPL is touring. The Shri Gafurbhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium. Our title sponsors, Somira DM. We're really thankful to all our sponsors who made this event come alive. Vomio being our goodie sponsors. JP Hairpins being our kit sponsors, McMurray's our telecast sponsors, MT Madden Exports our man of the series sponsors, which is a foreign tour abroad. Foreign tour rather for the couple. I'm not sure if there was a bachelor to end up winning the man of the series, then what do you do? They'd be hoping he has a girlfriend rather. Smith Engineering, Apparel Partners, Patni Opticians gives away a pair of glasses to one of the players in the presentation. One of the award winners, that is, out of one of the 3 awards that we give away. That's the player of the match, man of the match, and the maximum sixes award. At least one of them get a pair of glasses. Over the top, Akash Dhruva holds out. I felt so in the deep. What's worse for the fieldsman is he parries it over. Yes, he dropped the catch, but the ball went along the ropes as well. Akash Dhruva gets another opportunity to hit that white cherry in between a few field placements being rung in and changed by the MS Gladiators captain Vishal Shah, making sure that he has his entire fielding unit in place. Let's not forget Sahil was dropped earlier. Here we have see he's back. Akash now being dropped. This is not what the MS Gladiators want. White Divine, our hydrating partners, we warmly thank them to keep us always hydrated. Z-Bats, maximum super sixes, or rather the player to receive the award for the maximum sixes in the match gets a hamper. Rather, Giffard to outside edge, will trickle into the ropes for 4, beating the man at third man. There's no stopping that once it gets past the 30-yard circle. Akash Dhruva fetches himself, streakily rather. A planned money boundary. Moral victory for the bowler. Moral victory for Hardik Shah, but runs coming for the Kusum Warriors. Another outside edge. This is poor piece of fielding by the fieldsman at short third man. The ball will trickle into the fences. So consecutive, or rather another boundary added to the total of the Kusum Warriors. This is poor piece of fielding. The MS Gladiators have themselves to blame so far. They have had a few lapses in the field. We earlier seen a drop catch. Now a misfield. They only have themselves to blame so far if they were to go down. These are the moments as a side where you need to make the effort to make sure that you're in and running and not giving things away. they would be really disappointed, especially Vishal Shah, the captain. Yoking himself there, Akash Dhruva. Short ball pulled away. Fieldsman doing well to keep it down to a single. Patan Premier League, we are in the third edition. We're coming to you live from Vapi in Gujarat. For the first time, we're touring on a destination. Remember, we were coming in. Short ball played away neatly for a single. We'll pick up a single there, and Parth will be on strike in the next over owing to that single. .177 for 5 are the Kusum Warriors. After 17 with 3 overs to spare. एक 177 पर 5 कुसुम वॉरियर्स 17 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद 3 ओवर आने शेष बाकी है। स्ट्राइक पर होंगे पार्थ शाह और गेंदबाजी में परिवर्तन। विस्मय चौकसी दूर वाली छोर से गेंदबाजी करने आएंगे। गेंद डालेंगे पार्थ को। पीपीएल पहली बार एक डेस्टिनेशन पर टूर करता हुआ हम वापी में इस वक्त मौजूद है। ये गफुर भाई बिलाकिया स्टेडियम वापी में जो मौजूद है फिलहाल बहुत ही सुंदर स्टेडियम है। सभी खिलाड़ी इस मैदान का लुफ्त उठाते हुए और हमारे सारे ही दर्शकों को भी एक बहुत ही अच्छी सीनिक नज़ारा, सीनिक ब्यूटी का आनंद लेने का मौका मिल पा रहा है। प्लेयर्स सारे ही एक्साइटेड और खुश होंगे इस तरीके के वेन्यू पर क्रिकेट खेलने के लिए। आउटफील्ड बहुत ही बढ़िया, फील्डिंग के लिए बहुत ही पसंदीदा ग्राउंड और पिच की भी तारीफ करनी होगी। बहुत ही सुंदर पिच है ये। बल्लेबाजों के लिए बिल्कुल ही एक अच्छा मौका है रन बटोरने का। विस्मय चौकसी बाहरी किनारा लिया, वहां पर एक रन लेने में कामयाब। थोड़े से सीधा खेलना चाहते थे, थोड़ा सा ऊपरी हिस्से पर लग गई थी वो गेंद। एक रन लेकर अब आकाश ध्रुवा आएंगे स्ट्राइक पर। अब यहां पर से कुसुम वॉरियर्स की कोशिश ये रहेगी कि 200 का आंकड़ा जो है वो पार कर सके। बहुत ही अच्छी शॉट यहां पर पैड लाइन पर डाली गई थी गेंद। खूबसूरती से कलाइयों का प्रयोग करके 2 रन बटोरने में कामयाब हुए वहां पर आकाश ध्रुवा। बहुत ही सुंदर रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स उसी के चलते 180 रन अभी पूरे होते हुए यहां पर कुसुम वॉरियर्स के लिए। $210, $215 का लक्ष्य आज रख सकते हैं एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के सामने कुसुम वॉरियर्स। एक बात बहुत अच्छी हुई एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए कि देवेंद्र, ध्रुवा, स्मिथ शाह, साहिल शाह, क्षितिज शाह सभी पवेलियन में मौजूद है इस वक्त। पुल किया यहां पर, डीप स्क्वायर लेग मुस्तैद। 2 रन लेने में कामयाब जरूर होंगे पार्थ शाह। वाकई में यहाँ पर तारीफ करनी होगी कुसुम वॉरियर्स के लिए कि किस तरीके की आज पारी खेली है। खास करके बल्लेबाज स्मिथ शाह 3 नंबर पर आए बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए 80 रन बटोरे। इस बार स्टेप आउट किया, स्लोअर वन को भापा, ऊपर से उठा के दे मारा, 2 रन लेने में फिर कामयाब होंगे दोनों ही बल्लेबाज। बहुत ही अच्छा तालमेल दोनों के बीच में। भले ही इस समय बाउंड्रीज नहीं आ रहे, लेकिन 2-2 रन लेने में अर्जित या 2-2 रन लेने में कामयाब जरूर हो पा रहे हैं। फिर से एक स्लोअर वन आउट दिया वहां पर। अंपायर सुमन नायक बिल्कुल कहीं ना कहीं सही निर्णय। गेंद जाकर के मिडल एंड ऑफ स्टंप को जा टकराती थी। स्लोअर गेंद थी, बहुत ही क्लेवर पीस ऑफ बॉलिंग विस्मय चौकसी द्वारा। गति में परिवर्तन किया, इससे पहली वाली गेंद पर भी धीमी गति की गेंद डाली थी, लेकिन भाप नहीं पाए यहाँ पर बल्लेबाज और चूक गए। गेंद को थोड़ा सा जल्दी खेल गए और गेंद बाद में आ गिरी उनके करीब। इसी के लिए छठवां झटका लगता हुआ कुसुम वॉरियर्स के लिए। और पार्थ शाह की ये इनिंग्स समाप्त होती हुई। आठ गेंदों में 8 रन लेने में कामयाब हुए आउट होने से पहले पार्थ शाह। टोटली मिस टाइम देयर, पूरी तरीके से चूके, टाइमिंग नहीं मिल पाई और इस वजह से 2 रन लेने में कामयाब होंगे यहाँ पर आकाश ध्रुवा। एक 190 रन यहाँ पर पूरे हुए। हम 19वें ओवर में है। कुसुम वॉरियर्स उस 200 रनों का पीछा जरूर कर रहे हैं। इस बार लॉन्ग ऑन की क्षेत्र में खेलने में कामयाब हुआ आकाश ध्रुवा। 2 रन लेना चाहते थे वहां पर हार्दिक। Short ball, another ball that was wanting to be cut behind point, not getting bat to ball. Looking to go downtown. Working it down towards mid-wicket for a single. This is good bowling from Hardik Jain. Yes, they have relatively 2 new batsmen in the middle, do the Kusum Warriors, but they want boundaries at this stage. Cut away over the big man, Vishal Shah, the captain. Couple of runs, sweeper there on the offside coming around. In between, the 19th over comes to a close. 194 on board for the Kusum Warriors with 1 over to spare. 1 over आनी शेष बाकी है. 194 पर 194 पर 7 विकेट नीचे, लेकिन अब यहां मौका जरूर है 200 का आंकड़ा पार करने के लिए दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों को। कुसुम वॉरियर्स को भी बड़े ही खुश होंगे इस स्कोर को देख करके। प्रतीक्षा आखिरी ओवर डालेंगे पहली इनिंग्स का। खेल दिया ऑन साइड पर हार्दिक जैन ने पहला रन दौड़ करके दूसरा रन भी पूरा करेंगे। उसी के साथ साथ स्कोर बोर्ड आगे बढ़ता हुआ 196 पर 6 विकेट है, 7 विकेट है कुसुम वॉरियर्स। 5 गेंदे अनिशेष बाकी है, एक हिट दूर है 200 रनों के कुसुम वॉरियर्स। क्या प्लान मानी बाउंड्री आ पाएगा? इस गेंद पर बहुत सारे आज स्क्वायर कट लगे थे, यहां पर तो चलो वाइड करार दिया गया, अंपायर सुमन नायक उस वाइड का विश्लेषण करते हुए। उठा के दे मारा है, आउटसाइड एज लगी, कप्तान विशाल शाह नीचे जरूर आया। आज बड़े सारे कैचेस छूटे हैं एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए। तीन कैचेस याद आते हैं, 4 कैचेस अब याद आ गए। डीप मिड विकेट पर एक छूटा, फिर लॉन्ग कवर्स पर एक छूटा, लॉन्ग ऑफ पर एक छूटा। एक रन दूर 200 के आंकड़े को पूरा करने के लिए। रन तो मिलेगी नहीं। बहुत ही अच्छी कमबैक यहां पर प्रतीक शाह द्वारा। बहुत ही अच्छी यहां पर कहनी होगी विकेट कीपिंग। हार्दिक जैन को रन आउट कर गए। तनय शाह पहले ही उनका एक राइट ग्लव रख दिया था उन्होंने पीछे, और बिल्कुल मौका था वहां पर हार्दिक जैन को वापस आने का, लेकिन उन्होंने गिव अप कर दिया। और अभी भी एक रन दूर है 200 के आंकड़े को पूरा करने के लिए। 2 गेंदे 200 का आंकड़ा पूरा जरूर हुआ यहां पर, क्योंकि अंपायर ने वाइड करार दिया। डाउन द लेग साइड डाली गई थी ये गेंद प्रतीक शाह द्वारा, और बिल्कुल सही निर्णय सुमन नायक अंपायर, स्टैंडिंग अंपायर जीतू पटेल, उनके पार्टनर, दोनों ने अभी तक बहुत ही अच्छी अंपायरिंग करी। इस बार उठा के दे मारा है वहां पर फील्डर। दूसरा रन पूरा जरूर हो सकता था अगर भागते थे वहां पर, लेकिन एक रन से संतुष्ट हुए वहां पर बल्लेबाज। अब finally a planned money boundary to end. Probably 1 ball to come. I was under the impression probably we had the innings done and dusted with, but not to be the case. 204 on the board, 205 probably. 1 ball still to come. Looking to go big, running the first one out. Probably will entertain thoughts to come back for the second. No ball signaled. Is that going to be a free hit? Check that out. Kusum Warriors still in position. What's happened here? Probably signaling to the fieldsman out there. What's really happened? Was he standing outside the 30-yard circle is what umpire Suman Nayak reckoning. Free hit coming up. Final ball of the innings. 208 on the board. Trying to steal a bye. Won't be the case. Tanay Shah easily ends up getting another run out under his belt. 208 is where they'll finish with the Kusum Warriors. So MS Gladiators have a lot of work ahead of themselves to get a win under their belt going forward.
अरे काय लवडा का यांच्या धूप से मास काय आलं
तिकडे पाहिजे कॅमेरा.
कॅमेरा तिकडे पाहिजे.
चल ना.
तो मला एड हवा बोलतो इथे बस आणि
अरे तू वरती ना खाली.
तो सागर मला बोलतो कधीपासून अरे जाओ ना भाई ऊपर जाओ ना वो कमेंटेटर उधर आएगा.
अरे तो आता बोलतो मला तिकडे.
कोण बोलला कमेंटेटर बोलला सागर कुठे आहे.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be thrilled to bits while the last week was really poetry in terms of the number of runs scored. Well, we had that at Onoper rather. It was all runs for the Kusum Warriors. They won the toss and started their hesitation. He didn't know whether he wanted to bat or he wanted to bowl. Eventually decided to bat at the last minute when asked what he wants to do. And eventually 208 for Kusum Warriors. I have Sanket, one of the openers with me. Sanket, you reckon 208 good enough for this wicket in this ground?
Yeah, I guess anything about 200 is a psychological barrier for the opponents. So 208 is a very, very good score. And on this ground and with the bowling attack we have and the variation, I guess it's a good total for us. And the bowlers will be able to defend it, I'm sure.
Smith surprised everybody with the way he batted. Probably was the last match or something suddenly just changed.
Yeah, I guess he got a confidence from last match. He's been hitting the ball really well, and it's super to see the way he was timing the ball today, and a brilliant innings from him.
Well, you would feel great that he ran the shutdown. He would be really disappointed at that one.
Yeah, it was a bad judge of call, and I'm really disappointed with the judgment there. And I apologize to him immediately, but such thing happens. So I hope we won't repeat it next time.
Probably you did not when you consider 208 and the way he batted. That's because of the run that gave him the opportunity to get the runs under his belt.
You can say that now, but still a run out is in the first over is not a good sign at all. So we'll like to improve in that aspect.
Well, have some fun in the field out there. 208 definitely will fancy your chances, but the aim as Gladiators will come hard because they haven't won a match, which means that they're going to put in their all to try and get across the line. So match on.
Yeah, we are not going to take anyone lightly. They have a good batting lineup, so we are going to be on our toes throughout the match, and hopefully the boys will get the job done.
Alright, Sanket, go ahead and enjoy yourself in the field, and we shall look forward to seeing what the result is eventually. So, ladies and gentlemen, checks coming up shortly. AMS Gladiators yet to register a win under their belt. So don't go anywhere. We're coming live from Wapi, and we shortly will have the openers walking out whilst the umpires are just making their way down to the center.
आशीष कर दे जाओ ऊपर रिटर्न काल की काल
Rashid Zaveri for the Kusum Warriors coming into bowl his left arm. For a single by Vishal Shah. Vishal Shah, the batsman, getting off the mark finally with that single. Job on their hands for the AMS Gladiators. Well. The Kusum Warriors won the toss, elected first. 208 is what they managed. Thereafter, now the onus is on the AMS Gladiators to take the initiative and make the moves. The power play is going to be extremely important, but let's not forget that this is a different venue. We're in Wapi. First time that the PPL has managed a destination. We're in the third edition. And that's having all the players excited to play on this picturesque venue. Down towards mid-on. This Gafur Bhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium in Wapi. Worked away on the onside. Will pick up a single, will Nirvan Shah. Waiting to see what umpire Jitu Patel has to say on that. Leg by signal there will go down in the kitty of extras. Vishal Shah disappointed. Probably reckons he got some bad on that one. Umpire Jitu Patel. Vishal Shah, slip employed for Rishit Zaveri. This is unbelievable. An easy run. Nirav Shah sends him back. Vishal almost ran a couple of runs himself. Apologizes there, does Nirav Shah. First over comes to a closure. 5 without any loss are the AMS Gladiators. Deven Dhruva to share the new ball with Rishit. Pushed away by Nirav Shah for a single. Will get the big man Vishal Shah on strike. Left-hander Vishal Shah. Deven Dhruva making sure that he has his fieldsman in the right position. A slip employed. Sahil recognizes the importance of picking up wickets. Down the leg side. Quick single. Throw was not to the right end. Straight away apologizing. Should have gone to the non-striking end because Vishal was late to start off. It was Nirvan who called him through quickly. Nirav Shah, I beg your pardon. Deven Dhruva, extra cover, couple of covers, one straight catching. Point, slip. Man in the deep on the offside, long off. Shot fine, square leg and mid-on making up for a 6-3 offside onside field. Another square cut that does not connect. We've seen plentiful square cuts wherein the ball has gone over the batsman's blades. Goes to show you the bounce on the wicket. Lovely shot there by Nirvan Shah. Nirav Shah, I beg your pardon, once again. Nirav, I need to get him right. Not sure. They do have a Nirvan, but this is Nirav in action. Nirav wears an orange helmet. For the big man, Vishal Shah. There is a deep mid-wicket employed. One of the fieldsmen in the deep. Quick single stolen there. Made that single look a very long one there. Did Vishal Shah, but eventually made it. We're at the Gafur Bhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium here in Vapi, Gujarat. Two overs, 9 without the loss of any wickets are the AMS Gladiators. Rishit Zaveri into the attack. Buys a signal, will go down in Sanket Brahmabhat's book as runs. Keepers hate giving or conceding runs in the form of buys. Nirav Shah on strike. Goes big. Will find the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Quality shot there by Nirav Shah. his first boundary, much to the delight of the EMS Gladiators, because they're going to have to make the most of the power play. Let's not forget, they're chasing a mammoth 209. Can they register their first win? If that's going to be the case, we're going to see a very entertaining innings. This is a great wicket to bat on. The outfield's lush, so the fielders can't complain. In between, Rishid Zaveri under the pump for the first time in the second innings. Down the leg side, there is a fieldsman to probably cover for the wicketkeeper. So only the wide, the single run that will be added to the scorecard. That could have been 5 runs there, 4 more runs. This, I'm not too sure about this field. You'd rather have Sanket probably standing behind the stumps then, if you're not confident of him gathering the ball if he's standing up. That's a waste of a fieldsman, really, just behind the wicketkeeper. Over the top edge. Taken, first wicket down for the MS Gladiators. Nirav Shah walks back, poor shot. Rishid Zaveri amongst the wickets straight away. Kusum Warrior strike. Work to be done for the MS Gladiators. Well. Just the start that the Kusum Warriors would have wanted. In the third over, first wicket down. AMS Gladiators, well. Don't tell me that they're making their own lives more difficult with the way, firstly, they fared in the field. Now with the bat, they haven't started off too well. But they still have the captain and an entire innings to come. So not all that done and dusted for the AMS Gladiators so far. In between the Kusum Warriors, it was a couple of fieldsmen that were converging at the catch. But common sense prevailed. It was the fieldsman at extra cover, called loudly, and made sure that he held on to it. Tanay Shah, the good-looking Tanay Shah, wicket-keeper for the MS Gladiators, bats really well, got carried away in one of the matches, gave his wicket away after striking a few boundaries. Today has an opportunity to redeem himself. His side is going to need him for him to bat the maximum number of overs if they have to entertain thoughts of getting even close to 200. They're way far from that. It's absolutely fine. They need to stitch up a partnership. Will this partnership do it for them? Vishal Shah as well needs to get amongst the runs. Side hasn't been doing well in the last 2 editions. Poor shot there from Vishal Shah. Captain has to tighten his screws for himself. There is a slip employed. So if he gets an outside edge, probably will go straight to the man. So you cannot afford to play that shot, really. Probably the full-blooded cut was a preferred option. Worked away for a single. Smart piece of cricket. Allow the good-looking right-hander to take strike, whilst the big left-hander can regroup and assess how they need to go about the business hereafter. This could be curtains for Tanay Shah. Directed. Umpire reckons that he did not make his ground. Curtains here for the MS Gladiators. 2-2 for the Kusum Warriors. Can you believe what's happening for the AMS Gladiators in the middle? Vishal Shah, hands on heads, one of the most important batsmen in this chase. Tanay Shah, no runs against his name. Having to walk back, disappointed, dejected. Vishal, the captain, apologizes, but probably a little too late because the damage has been done there. 3 overs, 16 for 2 are the AMS Gladiators. Devin Dhruva to continue. Down the leg side, Devin Dhruva. Looking to go big, no inside edge, just an appeal for the sake of it. Excitement probably that he got the ball on the full after it hit the pads. Now, it's important for Vishal Shah not to press the panic button. He needs to stay out there. Stand there, build a partnership, and then take it from there. You have to do the basics right. Yes, you have to score at a good pelt. You call for it when you allow the opponents 208. The number of pull shots that he's missed in this particular over, Vishal, clearly getting late on the ball. But he need not really take that too seriously. What he needs to do is just spend some time in the crease, a couple of boundaries, and all of a sudden that he'll get his timing back. Was there an opportunity there? You bet probably was. Good piece of fielding there by Hardik Jain. Probably showing us the advantage of the lush green outfield out there. Fieldsmen as well enjoy fielding on such a fielding ground or such a lush outfield. This ground, a very picturesque sight. The GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium here in Wapi, where we all are having a ball. Worked away on the onside, will pick up a single. Yes, he does eventually. Vishal having a tough time in the middle today. First in the field, now with the bat so far. Not the best thing that we have a run out of one of your best batsmen in the side when you have to make 208, 209 to win, to register your first win. Kusum Warriors, men in red, dominant on the given day thanks to that 80 from Smith Shah and those cameos from Deven Dhruva and Sahil Shah helping his side get to 208. Cut straight to short third man. Vishal Shah. It's good to see that he's spending some time in the middle. It'll suddenly open things up. A couple of boundaries here and then all of the sudden Vishal Shah might seem on song. The number of times he's looked to pull and not timed the ball is amazing. But as long as he's there in the middle, AMS Gladiators are not out of this competition. So Ankit Shah on strike, facing up. Facing up to Rishit Zaveri. Rishit bowling his third over. Will be signalled a wide there by umpire Jeetu Patel. The PPL, Patan Premier League, we're in the third edition. It's so good to see that finally we have a destination under our belt. And we couldn't have asked for anything better than this particular venue here in Gujarat. Vapi is where we find ourselves in, just 3 kilometers away from Daman. Worked away, but Nishit up to the task. Don't expect Vishal to run these runs, will you? Which means that there is good enough banter in the field. Everybody will want played away through the offside, manages to find the gap. Ball inching closer to the boundary and will eventually manage to get there. So good piece of timing from the right-handed Ankit. Managing his first boundary, much to the delight of the EMS Gladiators. That'll make him feel a lot more confident. Just was a push on the up. Five overs have been completed. 23 for two are the EMS Gladiators with an over to come in the power play. The number of times a square cut has been missed is unbelievable today. I can't remember a square cut going for a boundary. So far, I do remember Smith cutting one over point for 4. That was one bounce into the ropes. This time an inside edge, but Sanket, the ball eluded him. That was one of the reasons why umpire Suman was unmoved. Looking to go downtown, probably getting a little impatient there, Vishal Shah, but he needs to stand his ground. He needs to play a valiant knock here for his side. If they were to entertain thoughts, you can always accelerate and find a partnership that can change the match on its head. But you need to stand out there, big man. At the same time, Ankit Shah has a job up his hands. He would be feeling really good in the middle after having struck that boundary of Rishit Shah's last delivery of the previous over. Now has Devin Dhruva to contend with. Sahil Shah standing at slip. Point. We have deep point. A couple of covers. One straight, one squarish. Long off, making up for the offside. The three fieldsmen on the onside. Mid-on. Mid-wicket. Square leg. Rather, a man between mid-wicket and square leg, and then a man at short fine leg, making up for the entire field. That could have been close. Ball definitely sliding down the leg side. So 24 power play done and dusted with AMS Gladiators struggling with the loss of 2 wickets. In between, some Warriors would be delighted and ecstatic with the way things have gone so far for them. First with bat, now with ball. Boundary to the left-hander finally. Vishal Shah getting some runs under his belt in the form of a boundary. That'll make him feel a lot more better. Now Vishal needs to take a lot of heart from this particular boundary, because all of a sudden now you'll see the timing coming back in the batting of Vishal Shah. This was a pull that finally he managed to get in the meat of the bat. Deepak Shah straight away put under some pressure, because now he has the responsibility of trying and finishing off economically in this particular over, having been struck for a boundary of the very first ball. The boundary is coming to you from Plan Money, our boundary sponsors, making sure that every boundary is accounted for. Calls him through for a quick single. Chance, a direct hit, and he was sent packing, was the captain Vishal Shah. Now this is what you don't want. If you cannot go ahead and complete the single yourself, I'm not sure whether it's the right way forward, but this is what 208 runs on the board can do to you. You want to be maximizing every single ball. Now Ankit Shah on strike will be facing up to Deepak Shah. Worked away on the onside. That single will bring the left-hander back on strike. AMS Gladiators, it's important for them to keep the belief going. This is not where we are used to playing at the Central Railway ground. Here the wicket is a beautiful wicket to bat on. At the same time, over the top. Indifferent shot really. Managing to pick up a single there. Vishal has to today stand up for his side. Has to lead from the front finally. Today the opportunity is there. Yes, the job at hands is really challenging, but you'll never know unless and until you stay there. You get a good partnership in and suddenly things look a lot different. That's how cricket goes. Close call. Umpire Jeetu Patel reckons that that was probably going down the leg side, or was it height? Or was he struck outside line of off stump? What was the reason exactly? We're not sure. But he was looking at his inside edge there, was Ankit Shah. But umpire reckoned that it came off his pads. Now Vishal Shah on strike. Facing up to Deepak Shah. Looks to go downtown and has got Ankit Shah on the full. Well, things have anyways not been the best for you as a batting unit. And the last thing you wanted really is to hit your own batsman, Vishal, the big man there. He really caught a big blow on his lower back, I reckon. But we have Dr. Pooja Mehta from Theracure treating Ankit Shah. 7 overs have been done and dusted with 32 for the loss of 2 wickets are the EMS Gladiators. Devin Dhruva operating from the far end. Vishal Shah would be feeling a lot better having spent some time in the middle. Cut away outside edge. All the way for 4. Stand and deliver stuff. Finally gets a cut. Although not where he wanted it to go. Went a lot more finer. But helps himself to a boundary. Devin Dhruva on the receiving end there. One left-hander to another. How many times Devin would have done it to a bowler, I'm not too sure. But this time getting the better of the bounce in the wicket. Sanket, what's just happened there? Was he given leg before wicket? Stepped out. I want to see the replay on this one because it's a very interesting call there by umpire Suman Naik, reckoning that the ball would have gone on to hit the stumps because not to forget that he used his feet there. Yes, he missed it. Well, a little controversial when you consider that the batsman stepped out. There's the slow motion replay. Stepping out and okay. Definitely controversial. Probably height is what I reckon from here. You never know. But nevertheless, the captain walks back to the sheds. Kusum Warriors celebrate. And another wicket down for the EMS Gladiators, much to the delight of the men in red, the support staff, the family that has been present out here. But the men in grey, well, where are you headed with this chase? A couple of balls to go, 37 on the board. So experience replaces experience. Vismay Choksi with the bat and Devin Dhruva with the ball. The PPL coming live to you from the Shri GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium here in Wapi. We're 3 kilometers away from Daman. Whilst we have the entire staff of Bayside taking care of proceedings out here in Wapi and the entire PPL to go along with that. Led by Sagar Mehta. AMS Gladiators, spare a thought for them because they have really struggled throughout the tournament to get any kind of momentum. So far I've lost all their matches. I don't think the result's going to change in this one either. But clearly have a lot of thinking to do the AMS Gladiators. On the other hand, Kusum Warriors have the captain in action shortly. It's going to be the leg spin of Sahil Shah to operate from the pavilion end. Well, when you're chasing 209, 8 overs 38 for 3 clearly shows how dominant the men in red have been on the given day. We finally have a destination in the PPL, and I was in the morning coming along with the MTM riders in the car, and we probably, I gave them a tip that you never know, a few years down the line, PPL would be every weekend a different destination. Cut away to a man deep for a single. So they reckon that every weekend a different destination. Particularly wanted Goa to be on the charts. And yes, they also wanted a change in the form of cheerleaders for every side being present as well. So these are going to be the evolved PPL in a few years from now on end. You never know. Only time will tell. Was that an off spinner? Vishma picked it. And guess what? Has sent it packing for 6. Sahil Shah, trying to be cute, probably has the luxury to experiment. Did so. But Vishma said, you know what, you're a leg spinner. Don't try bowling off spin. And was really taking the cleaners there. Ball went high and handsome, got a meaty chunk of that one. This time through the offside for a single. So big hit followed by a single by Sahil Shah. And now Ankit a little guilty of one big hit that he received on his back by his own captain Vishal Shah. Superbly struck through extra cover, Ankit Shah. Something to cheer for the MS Gladiators in this over. A big hit followed by a planned money boundary. I say planned money because there are new boundary sponsors, which means that every boundary is accounted for. Oh, come on. Off the back foot, you needed to hit that. Was found on the crease, and that's why a dot. So the over comes to a closure. MTM Riders finally managing, I beg your pardon, AMS Gladiators finally managing 51 for 3 after 9 are the MTM Riders. 51 पर 3 9 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद AMS Gladiators. Nishit Shah, the new bowler, into the attack, cut away. Man in the deep, can't get there. So Nishit greeted with a boundary. So some momentum being gained here for the MS Gladiators. This is exactly what I've been speaking about. Suddenly everything seems to look different when boundaries start being struck. And in a few overs from now, if this can continue, things will certainly look different. Vismay Choksi here, getting probably a big hit in the previous over. Now this boundary suddenly looks a lot more different as Vismay in the middle. And a batsman from the AMS Gladiators, superbly struck off the back foot once again. Now the job of the other right-hander, that is Ankit Shah, is to probably pick up singles and get Vismay back on strike. The more the strike that Vismay gets, the more the chances of the AMS Gladiators to try and get closer to the total. Sanket Brahmabat making a meal of that. Nishit could have had one on the board. Ankit could have been sent packing. But there were some favors given to the Kusum Warriors. So Kusum Warriors will probably not hang back. They're a very generous side themselves. Nishit coming over because the scoreboard reads them a lot more comfort. If this was a 150 total that they were defending, believe you me, this would have been a totally different setup. Once again, this time manages to stay in, does Ankit Shah. Overbalancing previously, this time round conscious of that. Pulled away down towards long on for a single. Ankit Shah, the batsman. Over comes to an end. सत्तावन रन 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स. Here we go, some action. Smith Shah, man with some runs under his belt, man of the match in the last match. 80 or 40 made today, went at a strike rate of 200. Now has the ball in hand. Believe you me, he's going to bend his back. Believe you me, he might pick up a few wickets. You never know what's going to happen. Definitely in contention for the man of the match. No doubts about that. It takes no rocket science to judge that. But don't write the MS Gladiators off, is what Vismay might be thinking there. Over the top she goes.
Hello.
But there is a fieldsman out in the deep.
Hello.
Aslan of off stump. Sahil Shah. Over his head she went. Hardik Jain in the deep. Will get around and keep the batsman down to only a... Bouncer. Very soon we'll see a Yorker. That's the trend. Smith Shah, that's what he does. Unpredictable. Will come in, hit different lengths. Will give you no clue. You'll not see a couple of balls in the same length. That's what 2020 probably demands. It demands you to be varying your lengths. At times, he does vary his pace, but loves to bowl fast, thrives on strength, goes to the gym every day, he tells me. This time goes Cal corner for the taking. So a planned money boundary coming here for the bat of Ismail Choksi, who's looking good in the middle. अठारह रनों पर खेल रहे हैं, केवल 8 गेंदों का सामना करके विस्मय चौकसी दुएदार बल्लेबाजी का नमूना हमारे We're back. We're back live. Eleven overs. Over the top. Another chance, but just falling short of Smith Shah in the deep. Hardik Shah off the mark straight away. It was Ankit who got the single, which means Hardik is yet to face a ball. Will be facing off the first time to Nishit Shah. Getting the outside edge there. Will pick up a single and get off the mark there will Hardik Shah. Outside line of off stump, looking to drive on the up. So good quality over for the Kusum Warriors. Nishit Shah finally gets himself in the wickets column. Earlier could have had Ankit Shah stumped when Sanket Brahmabat could not gather the ball cleanly. 4 wickets down for the AMS Gladiators. They would be disappointed with the show that they put up all tournament. Outside line of off stump, looking to cut. The number of times today the square cut has eluded the batsman, has been the enemy to the batsman so far, has the square cut. Extra bounce is there on this wicket, and that's on display, and that's the reason why that's happening. It's not their fault. These batsmen are so used to playing at the Central Railway Cricket Ground where the bounces are poor. And that's why they undercut the ball rather than getting on top of the ball and overcutting the ball. Here there was a chance, so close yet so far, fell short of the man at extra cover thanks to, or rather the AMS Gladiators will be thankful that that did not go to hand, because they're already struggling. What they want here is a partnership. Tanai's run out did not help their cause. Kusum Warriors have played 4 matches before this. 50% ratio, their win ratio, which means that they won 2 matches and lost 2 matches. On the other hand, the AMS Gladiators have played 3, have lost 3. This is their 4th match. Believe you me, if this happens to be another match downtown where they don't register a win, that would virtually put them out of the competition. AMS Gladiators, what have you done? 208, and right now struggling to get to 3 figures. Sahil Shah probably missing his run up there, choosing to not bowl that one the way forward. As soon as you feel a little bit of discomfort, you're better off not letting that white beauty go out of your hands. In between, down towards square leg, running the first one. The non-striker wanted to come back for the second, but was sent back by the striker. Sahil Shah has a bag of tricks up his sleeve, but somewhere Sahil prefers to bowl his stock, especially in the 3rd edition. Probably hasn't really needed to really bring out his bag of tricks. Probably not wearing spikes there, the batsman. Or even if he was, lost his footing. Don't tell me he's injured himself. You're going to need Dr. Pooja Mehta in the middle, because probably has done himself some harm there, has Ankit Shah. Dr. Pooja Mehta from Therakure, the proprietor of Therakure, owns the clinic, runs the clinic, has a few assistants under her belt. But today we're in Vapi, we're in Gujarat, where the PPL has managed to finally get a destination under their belt. We're coming to you live from the GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium. That is the Gafur Bhai Bilakia Cricket Stadium. Gafur Bhai, very well known out here in Vapi. We are really thankful to him for creating such a picturesque venue. This ground is an absolute beauty for cricketers. One and all enjoying the cricket, even the women in the house, having a lot of fun. When you consider the ground, the setup, the setting, the trees, the greenery, the infrastructure, the architecture, everything seems to be pretty much very beautiful, unlike what we used to down in Mumbai. When I look at what they managed to do, even with the tree down there, Merrill written, and you still need to know what that means exactly. But just goes to show the effort that is put up out here when it comes to the gardening. One and all, everybody enjoying. I'm being told by Carl from Bayside that Merrill is a company that produces medical equipment. Struck away for 4, unable to get to that one there. The fieldsman, Parth Shah, and picks himself up a much needed boundary, does Ankit Shah. It's good to see one and all out here present at the GM Bilakia Cricket Stadium. We warmly welcome you. All those watching back home, earlier it was Sahil Shah, the captain of the Kusum Warriors, won the toss, elected to bat first, managed 208 thanks to the exploits of Smith Shah. 80 got of just 40 balls. A couple of cameos from Sahil, the captain himself, and Devendra Dhruva that helped them power 208. And in reply, the AMS Gladiators are struggling at the moment. 81 for 4 is what they managed so far. We're in at the 13th over. So not the reading they want to see. When you consider that they've lost the first 3 matches, superbly struck behind square for 4. Short ball, pounced all over it there, did the batsman Ankit Shah. Looking good here, a couple of boundaries under his belt. Not to forget that the boundaries are sponsored by Plan Money. I was about to say powered by Plan Money, but out here, Plan Money accounts for each and every boundary that is scored in the PPL year after. There are new boundary sponsors played away down towards point. $85 for 4 are the AMS Gladiators after 13. तेरह ओवरों की समाप्ति 85 पर 4 है AMS Gladiators. Hustle and off stump will be signalled wide there by umpire Suman Naik. Hardik Shah. Hustle and off stump beaten. Good delivery. Ball held in its line after pitching. Playing for the turn whilst there was none. We're in day number 5 in the PPL. On the first 2 days, we've seen run galores. That was in the first weekend. That was 28th and 29th of December. Then we've seen that the runs dried up. In the second weekend in the new year, sides were struggling to get 130, 140. Finally, we find ourselves in Vapi in Gujarat for the very first time. The PPL is touring. We find ourselves a destination. Probably we're going to visit here very often now. And it's good to see some runs on the board. 208. But the AMS Gladiators, who have lost their first 3 matches, the 3 matches that is, are in contention to lose their next. They did have an opportunity if Vismay Choksi had to go bananas and probably make 100 today. But that wasn't to be the case. And now AMS Gladiators really reeling at 89 for 4. We're in the 14th over. Over the top she goes. Man down at long on. Will get around and keep it down to single. Now this is what the AMS Gladiators need to understand. That you need to still believe in your abilities. You still need to put up a fight. If you're going down, go down fighting. Put up a shot. Try and get the runs. Build a partnership here. Ankit's looking great. Hardik needs to chip in. Can they do it? can they at least put on a fight? Leave alone trying to get to the total. But if you're going down, go down fighting is what the doctor orders for the AMS Gladiators. Yes, the writing's on the wall. Yes, you don't have your stars in the middle. Tanai run out. Vismay just got out. The captain has struggled for 2 seasons now. Vishal managed only 15 or 26 balls. Just goes to show the kind of form he is in so far. In between, another over comes to an end. 91 is where the score will end with the loss of 4 wickets. 14 ओवरों की समाप्ति. 91 पर 4 AMS Gladiators. Over the top she goes, superbly struck, high and handsome for 6. Down on one knee, picked the full toss, and the ball disappeared out of his sights for 6. What a blow. Ankit Shah looking good. Now just imagine if Vismay Choksi was out there, Ankit Shah batting like that, all of a sudden the game would have changed on its head. But that isn't the case for AMS Gladiators. These are the points that they need to take home. These small pointers of how important it is for the set batsman to carry on. Short ball pulled away this time, mid-wicket. Devendruva. 1 run to Ankit. So big hit followed by a single. Now Hardik, what Hardik needs to do here is probably just give strike to Ankit and hope that Ankit can keep going batting the way he's doing so far. Now this is not what the AMS Gladiators want. You want bat and ball, you don't want dots, you want Ankit to take strike. And hope that Ankit can get a couple of overs where he can get 20, 25, 20, 25 and suddenly the game can change on its head. Shot ball pulled away. Devendruva will see it sail over his head for 6. Quality striking here. This time Hardik Shah joins the party. Much to the delight of the AMS Gladiators. Can the 2 men entertain us? Can the 2 men get closer to a double 100? First they have to get to 150. 100 comes up with that big hit. Another short ball down towards Cal corner. Devendruva not interested. Smith doing well really to keep the ball in play and keep the batsman down to a couple of runs. Clearly stopping a couple of runs for his side, made 80. And here has knocked out Hardik, who is looking really good in the middle. So nothing going really right for the AMS Gladiators. The story is there to tell. First it was Vishal Shah who took out his partner. And now it is Smith who has joined the party, but not for a good side. Dr. Pooja Mehta running in. He'll get immediate attention there, Will Hardik, whilst he just started to blaze in his innings and hit one big 6. Now he's taken 1 ball on the back. Probably a bit of spray and he'll be good to go. Arsalanov off stump, beaten there. Sahil Shah once again. Another batsman looking to cut, not getting back to ball. So far the story has been that square cut does not like bat on ball. In between, 106 for 4 are the AMS Gladiators after 15. 5 ओवरों में 103 रनों की दरकार है. 30 गेंदे 103 रन. जीनेन शाह, क्या ये पॉसिबल है? जीनेन शाह इटर्नल ऑप्टिमिस्ट है. कहते हैं कि एनीथिंग इज पॉसिबल इन क्रिकेट, लेकिन जीनेन फिर हमें किसको बुलाना पड़ेगा लगता है वो करने के लिए. Don't tell me. Has this happened? Smith Shah running in hard. And did he catch him where no batsman wants to be caught? Believe you me, that blows the wind out of any batsman's sails. Dr. Pooja Mehta, all in readiness from Thera Cure. She'd hope to cure the batsman there. Ankit Shah on the receiving end. First it was Hardik Jain. The number of batsmen that have been hit with the cricket ball today, AMS Gladiators, the ball does not somehow feel that you'll have done justice to your talent. And the ball getting the better of you so far. This time Smith catching Ankit Shah in the abdomen when no batsman wants to be hit. Believe you me, a few batsmen who have been hit. Well, let's just hope that everything's fine with Ankit Shah, because this is not a good feeling for any batsman. It does take you some time to get your breath back. It does take a batsman some time to get back into the groove. In between, has received treatment by Dr. Pooja Mehta, who's done well to get him back onto his feet. Dr. Pooja Mehta from TheraCure, also the proprietor of the clinic. You can always get in touch with her. She's an occupational therapist. If you've not heard of that, that's beyond physiotherapy. That course she's done at KEM Hospital, 4.5-year course. Then headed to USA, spent some time out there in America. Before she could come back and have her own clinic inaugurated in Mumbai. Terrific doctor, wealth of experience under her belt. In between, Smith cutting him into half there. Already conscious Ankit Shah after that blow. Down the leg side, I beg your pardon. Signaled wide there by umpire Suman Naik. देखिए जब आप इस तरीके की प्रतियोगिता देखते हो वन साइड अफेयर तो कहीं ना कहीं क्रिकेट के लिए अच्छे व्यूअरशिप नहीं होते। हमारे जितने भी दर्शक यहाँ पर मौजूद है इस स्टेडियम में, श्री गफूर भाई बिलाखिया स्टेडियम, एक नामी ग्रामी व्यक्तित्व है वापी में, और हम सारे ही दर्शकों का स्वागत करते हैं। और इसके बाद एक और मैच होने वाला है इस सुंदर से मैदान में। पाटन प्रीमियर लीग ये तीसरा एडिशन है। पहली बार हम एक डेस्टिनेशन पर टूर कर रहे हैं और पीपीएल ने वापी चुना, और इससे बढ़िया ग्राउंड पर शायद ही पीपीएल बहुत ही बढ़िया प्रहार, लेंथ को भापा, जानते थे कहीं ना कहीं बाउंसर जरूर डालेंगे, पीछे पहले से चले गए थे वहां पर हार्दिक शाह, और उस गेंद पर ऐसे टूट पड़े जैसे कि एक शेर अपने शिकारी पर टूट पड़ता हो। बहुत ही बढ़िया उम्दा हिट, मजा आ गया देख करके। फिर आएंगे स्मिथ शाह, स्लोअर गेंद ऊपर से उठा के दे मारा है 4 रनों के लिए। बहुत ही बढ़िया हिट, प्लान मनी का ये बाउंड्री आता हुआ। हमारे बाउंड्री स्पॉन्सर्स प्लान मनी, हर एक बाउंड्री पर जरूर काउंट होता है और कुछ ना कुछ जो है प्लान मनी पीपीएल को देता है पैसों के रूप में, ताकि ये टूर्नामेंट जो है वो चलता रहे। सोमीरा डीएम हमारे टाइटल स्पॉन्सर्स है। बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है इस वक्त हार्दिक शाह बीच में। देखिए एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स को बहुत सारे ऐसे बल्लेबाज मिले हैं जिन्होंने छोटे छोटे कैमियो खेले थे। अब उन्हें जरूरत है ये पार्टनरशिप जो है वो थोड़ी सी कुछ अलग करके दिखाए। जीत से बहुत ही दूर है इस वक्त एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स, लेकिन थोड़ा सा मनोरंजित अगर वो कर जाए दोनों ही बल्लेबाज तो बड़ा ही कॉन्फिडेंस ले जाएंगे आगे। 118 पर 4 विकेट एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर 16 ओवरों की समाप्ति के बाद 209 रनों का पीछा करते हुए कहीं ना कहीं बड़े सारे विकेट्स उन्होंने खोए। पावर प्ले में ज्यादा रन अर्जित नहीं कर पाए और इसी के चलते इतने ज्यादा रन नहीं बना पा रहे। कुछ एक बल्लेबाज जरूर आए, बड़े हिटे लगाए, लेकिन वो भी कैरी ऑन कर नहीं पाए। तो कहीं ना कहीं आज शायद ऐसा लगता हुआ कि अपना चौथा मैच भी गवा बैठेंगे यहाँ पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स, और वहीं पर कुसुम वॉरियर्स अपना 5वां मैच जो खेल रहे हैं तीसरी जीत अर्जित करने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे। हमारे गुडीज स्पॉन्सर्स वॉमियो, जेपी हेयरपिन्स ने किट स्पॉन्सर्स किए। मैकमराइज के बदौलत हम यूट्यूब पर ये टेलीकास्ट देख पाते हैं। एमटी मैडन एक्सपोर्ट्स मैन ऑफ द सीरीज जो है उन्हें एक ऐसा टिकट मिलेगा जहां पर भारत से बाहर जाने का मौका मिलेगा उन्हें। और वो भी अपनी धर्मपत्नी के साथ में। पता नहीं, अगर एक ऐसा व्यक्ति मैन ऑफ द सीरीज बनता है जिसकी धर्मपत्नी नहीं हो तो शायद उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ जाने मिले, ये तो वक्त ही बताएगा। लेकिन एक कपल टूर मिलेगा उन्हें। बहुत ही जल्दी डेस्टिनेशन का जो है वो खुलासा होगा, और खुलासा यहां पर हो गया है अंकित शाह के वापस चलने का। ये दरअसल बहुत ही निराशाजनक मैं कहना चाहूंगा एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए, क्योंकि जैसे ही ऐसा महसूस होता है कि दो व्यक्ति है जो बड़े हिटे लगा रहे हैं, कुछ कर जाएंगे, वैसे ही एक विकेट चला जाता है। और उनकी जो उम्मीदें थे कम से कम थोड़े रन अर्जित करने के लिए, वो भी हक्का बक्का होकर रह जाते हैं। स्मिथ इंजीनियरिंग हमारे प्लेयर्स के कपड़ों के स्पॉन्सर्स है, यानी कि जो भी कपड़े पहन रहे हैं इस वक्त सारे ही प्लेयर्स पूरे टूर्नामेंट में, वो स्मिथ इंजीनियरिंग की बदौलत। पटनी ऑप्टिशियंस पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन में एक बहुत ही अच्छा सनग्लासेस दे जाते हैं खिलाड़ी को। वाइट डिवाइन हमारे वाइट डिवाइन की बदौलत हमारी जीवन जो है वो बहुत अच्छी है, क्योंकि जल है तो जीवन है और जीवन है तो जल होना जरूरी है। तो वाइट डिवाइन हमारे हाइड्रेटिंग पार्टनर्स। जी बैट्स जिन्होंने सबसे ज्यादा छक्के मारे हुए मैच में, उन्हें पुरस्कार दी जाता है पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन में जी बैट्स द्वारा। थेराक्योर से तो आप अभी वाकिफ हो चुके हो। इसी बीच में एक रन लेकर के अपना खाता खोला है यहां पर ऋषित शाह ने। निशित शाह करारा प्रहार, एक रन लेकर के संतुष्ट होंगे क्योंकि उससे ज्यादा वो भाग नहीं सकते। और अब स्ट्राइक पर आएंगे बाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज ऋषित शाह। उठा के दे मारने के प्रयास में निश्चित शाह को एक और विकेट मिला, और ये एक और झटका लगता हुआ एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स को। खैर उनकी कहानी बहुत ही निराशाजनक रही है पूरे टूर्नामेंट में एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स को के, लेकिन कुसुम वॉरियर्स कंप्लेन नहीं करेंगे, बहुत ही खुश। और एक तरफ जहां निराशा है, दूसरी तरफ वहीं पर बहुत ही खुशी है। और जानते हैं कि ये प्रतियोगिता में अब ज्यादा जान नहीं रहा है, महज औपचारिकता अब बाकी है। थेराक्योर इसी बीच हमारे फिजियो पार्टनर्स, हमारे डॉक्टर्स जो मौजूद है, जो सारे ही खिलाड़ियों को ठीक रखने में उन्हीं का योगदान होता है। मिस्टर संजय शाह और मिसेस मोनिका शाह जो है वो हमारे ट्रॉफी स्पॉन्सर्स है। उन्हीं की बदौलत सभी प्लेयरों को पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन में जो ट्रॉफीज मिलते हैं वो उन्होंने कहीं ना कहीं स्पॉन्सर किया हुआ है। और हमारे जो स्कोरर्स है बहुत मेहनत करते हैं ताकि आप तक बराबर स्कोर पहुंचे। संकेत वर्मा और मनीष सिंह, धन्यवाद करते हैं हम उनका। और साथ ही साथ में हमारे टेक्निकल स्टेटिस्टिशियन आशीष मोरे जो हमारे साथ पिछले 4 दिनों से है पीपीएल में। पहले दिन पर भले ही मेरे पार्टनर कोई और थे, दूसरे दिन में थोड़ी सी परेशानी जरूर हुई, लेकिन तीसरे दिनों में हमने एडजस्ट करना सीख लिया एक दूसरे के साथ में। और अब 5वें दिन में वापी गुजरात, इसकी सभी प्लेयरों को इंतजार था। हर्ष सांघवी अब आए हैं। हमारे फोटोग्राफर सौरभ बानेच आप तक इतने अच्छे तस्वीरें लाए हैं। पहले एडिशन से हमारे साथ है और बहुत ही बखूबी तरीके से तस्वीरें हम तक लाते रहते हैं। आप फेसबुक पेज पर जा सकते हो पाटन प्रीमियर लीग और सारे तस्वीरों का लुफ्त उठा सकते हो। इसी बीच निश्चित शाह का यह 17 ओवर हुआ समाप्त। 122 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स। हर्ष सांघवी तेज गेंदबाज स्मिथ शाह का सामना करके 1 रन लेने में कामयाब रहेंगे। स्ट्राइक पर आएंगे हार्दिक जैन माफ करिएगा हार्दिक शाह। हार्दिक जैन कुसुम वॉरियर्स के एक खिलाड़ी है। हार्दिक शाह स्ट्राइक पर होंगे। स्मिथ शाह की तेज गेंदबाजी का सामना करेंगे। धीमी गति की गेंद 1 रन लेने में कामयाब। गति में परिवर्तन अधिकतर करते नहीं है, लेकिन यहां पर उन्हें लगा कि शायद बेहतर होगा कि वही करे। एक्स्ट्रा कवर के क्षेत्र में खेलना चाहते थे। बल्ले का अंदरूनी भाग लग करके डॉट गई वो गेंद। देखिए इस तरीके की प्रतियोगिता में ज्यादा जान नहीं होती, क्योंकि एक तरफा मैचेस देखने में खासा मजा नहीं आता। अब मैं औपचारिकता रह गई, लेकिन कुसुम वॉरियर्स की दाद देनी होगी। किस तरीके की खेल उन्होंने दर्शाया है आज। टॉस जीत करके पहले बल्लेबाजी करने का निर्णय लिया। 208 रन अर्जित कर गए पहले बल्लेबाजी करके। स्मिथ शाह जो गेंदबाज इस वक्त है, उनकी बदौलत 80 रन वो कर गए केवल 40 गेंदों में 3 नंबर पर आकर के। पिछले मैच में मैन ऑफ द मैच थे, इस मैच में भी मैन ऑफ द मैच होने के पूरे चांसेस है, जहां तक मैं जानता वही है। और उसी के लेते एक अच्छी पारी खेलने में कामयाब रहे साहिल शाह कप्तान कुसुम वॉरियर्स के। और देवेंद्र ध्रुवा ने भी 1 ओवर में 3 छक्के जड़े उन्होंने, देवेंद्र ध्रुवा ने, और फिर आउट हो गए निलय शाह को। तो इसी की बदौलत 208 रन भी कर पाए, लेकिन यहां पर निराशाजनक परफॉर्मेंस रहा है वापस से एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स का। 3 मैच हार चुके, ये चौथा मैच हारने की कगार पे है। ये फ्री हिट पर एक बहुत ही अच्छी फील्डिंग, लेकिन 4 रन रोकने में कामयाब नहीं रहेंगे वहां पर फील्डर डीप में। तो फ्री हिट पर मिला एक प्लान मनी बाउंड्री, और प्लान मनी हमारे नए बाउंड्री स्पॉन्सर्स है। हर बाउंड्री पर अकाउंट होता है प्लान मनी के खाते से पाटन प्रीमियर लीग में। धीमी गति की गेंद, फिर प्रयास किया उन्होंने, पहले भी डाल चुके थे हार्दिक को, फिर इस बार लेग कटर डालने की प्रयास। इससे पहले ऑफ कटर डाली थी, लेकिन दिशा में भटके और अंपायर सुमन नायक को थोड़ी सी कसरत करने का मौका दे गए, जिसमें वो बिल्कुल नहीं चूकते। हमारे दोनों ही अंपायर जीतू पटेल और अंपायर सुमन नायक बहुत ही अच्छी भूमिका निभाई है अपनी अपनी दोनों ने। और इसी के बीच में मिडॉन के फील्डर 30 गज के खेमे के अंदर थे, उसे भापा हार्दिक शाह ने और 2 रन अर्जित कर गए उसके सर के ऊपर से। ओवर हुआ समाप्त। एक 133 पर 6 एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स। बहुत ही अच्छा कॉल वहां पर हर्ष सांघवी। खेल दिया है लॉन्ग ऑन की क्षेत्र में 1 रन के लिए। स्मिथ शाह आज के मैन ऑफ द मैच होंगे। पाटन प्रीमियर लीग श्री जीएम बिलाकिया क्रिकेट स्टेडियम से लाइव आता हुआ वापी से यूट्यूब पर आप मनोरंजन का लाभ उठा सकते हो। उठा के दे मारने के प्रयास में लीडिंग एज लगी, क्या स्मिथ शाह पहुंच पाएंगे? बिल्कुल भी नहीं। इसका मतलब है हार्दिक शाह अभी भी मौजूद, और उसी के चलते एक और रन अतिरिक्त उनके खाते में जुड़ता हुआ, और एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के खाते में भी। क्या 150 का आंकड़ा छू पाएंगे? ये लक्ष्य कम से कम लेना चाहिए। दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों को उठाकर दे मारने के प्रयास में गेंद जो है सीमा रेखा के पार, 6 रनों के लिए बहुत ही बढ़िया हिट यहां पर हर्ष सांघवी के बल्ले से आता हुआ। शॉर्ट गेंद थी, लेंथ को बहुत जल्दी पिकअप किया और उस गेंद को चलता किया। नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की लैंग्वेज में गेंद गई तारामंडल में, लेकिन यहां पर तारे दिख नहीं रहे हैं क्योंकि वो हमें रात को दिखेंगे। और कह रहे हैं कि आज रात ये पहली ऐसी रात होगी जहां पर मैच नहीं है, क्योंकि केवल 2 मैचेस है यहां पर वापी में, कल और फिर 2 मैचेस होंगे। यहां पर लाइट्स नहीं है। इस बार वाइड करार दिया जाएगा अंपायर जीतू पटेल द्वारा। काटा, बहुत ही अच्छे से काटा, 2 रन लेने में कामयाब जरूर रहेंगे। यहां पर बहुत ही अच्छी दौड़ भी लगाई। रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स बहुत ही चुस्त दुरुस्त तंदुरुस्त हर्ष सांघवी। 6 रन भी मारे, रन भी अर्जित कर रहे हैं। क्यों इन्हें इतना नीचे भेजा ये तो पता नहीं, लेकिन ऐसे बल्लेबाजी की आवश्यकता थी बहुत पहले। 144, 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर 19 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद केवल 1 ओवर शेषानी बाकी है। आखिरी ओवर डालने आए हैं ध्रुव शाह, नए बॉलर। लगता है उन्हें ट्राई कर रहे, एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे, देखना चाहते हैं कि किस तरह की गेंदबाजी करते हैं। अब तो महज औपचारिकता बची है। 208 रनों का पीछा कर रहे थे एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स, केवल 144 रन बने 19वें ओवर में। 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर वाकई काबिल तारीफ परफॉर्मेंस रही है कुसुम वॉरियर्स द्वारा। पहले बल्ले के साथ में आकर के उन्होंने धुएंधार बल्लेबाजी के साथ में, भूलिए का नहीं, वो रन आउट हुए थे शुरुआत में ही निश्चित पहले ओवर में, लेकिन उसके बाद जिस तरीके की बल्लेबाजी स्मिथ शाह ने की, 80 रन की उनकी पारी, केवल 40 गेंदों में 200 का स्ट्राइक रेट उनका, पूरी तरीके से गेम को एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के हाथ से निगल ले गए। प्रहार किया ऑफ साइड पर, केवल 1 रन से संतुष्ट होना पड़ेगा यहां पर हार्दिक शाह को। बहुत ही अच्छी पारी देवेंद्र ध्रुवा ने भी खेली। 1 ओवर में 3 लगातार या 3 बड़े बड़े छक्के लगाए और 1 चौका भी था उस ओवर में। साहिल शाह कप्तान ने भी अपना योगदान दिया। केवल 19 गेंदों में 37 रन किए थे देवेंद्र ध्रुवा ने। साहिल शाह कप्तान 28 रन किए उन्होंने केवल 18 गेंदों में, और इसी के लिए थे कुसुम वॉरियर्स 208 रन अर्जित कर पाए। बहुत ही निराश होंगे एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स, ये चौथी हार 4 मैचेस में। ऊपर से उठा के दे मारा 4 रनों के लिए। बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट हार्दिक शाह द्वारा, ऑन दी अप मारा। 150 रन पूरे होंगे यहां पर एमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स के लिए। दो गेंदे यानी शेष बाकी अभी। और दूसरा मैच लाइव आएगा एमटीएम राइडर्स और एसके स्ट्राइकर्स के बीच में, वो मैच होगा। फिर उठा के दे मारा है 2 रनों के लिए। अब 1 रन आनी शेष बाकी है। इस बार 1 रन जरूर दौड़ के लेंगे। क्षितिज के आर्म को टेस्ट भी करेंगे और कंप्लीट भी करेंगे। 2 रन के साथ साथ पारी हुई समाप्त। 53 रनों से विजेता घोषित हुए यहाँ पर कुसुम वॉरियर्स, और बहुत ही बड़े मार्जिन से मात दी यहाँ पर एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स को, जो बिल्कुल भी ग्लैड नहीं होंगे कि उनके इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में अभी तक एक जीत नहीं अर्जित कर पाए 4 मैचेस में। पिछले मैच में मुझे याद है 72 ऑल आउट हो गए थे, 71 या 72 73 जो भी है, लेकिन बहुत ही निराश होंगे एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स। वहीं पर खासा खुश होंगे अपने आप के साथ कुसुम वॉरियर्स, 5 मैचों में 3 जीत अर्जित करने में कामयाब रहे। अब महज औपचारिकता बची हुई है। ये बहुत ही सुंदर स्टेडियम वापी में गफूर भाई बिलाकिया क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहली बार गुजरात में यानी एक डेस्टिनेशन मिला हुआ है पाटन प्रीमियर लीग को। उम्मीद करते हैं हम कि कई सारे डेस्टिनेशंस आने को है आने वाले सीजन्स में, लेकिन इस वक्त कहना पड़ेगा वाकई में एक बहुत ही लाजवाब डिस्प्ले ऑफ बैट्समैनशिप हमें देखने मिली थी पहली पारी में, और इसी के चलते पूरी तरीके से बाहर कर दिया बल्ले के साथ में ही कुसुम वॉरियर्स ने एएमएस ग्लैडिएटर्स को। थोड़ी देर में प्रेजेंटेशन के साथ में हम हाजिर होंगे। ज्यादा दूर ना जाइएगा क्योंकि प्रेजेंटेशन जो है आज बहुत ही जल्दी शुरू होगा, क्योंकि हम समय के साथ में थोड़ी लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो है लाइट एक बहुत तेजी के साथ नीचे जाती है, तो लाइट्स भी नहीं है, तो इसे हमें अकोमोडेट करना होता है। and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation. Finally, we find a destination. We do find a winner in the form of the Kusum Warriors. They won the toss. They elected to bat first, outbatted their opponents, making 208. And AMS Gladiators in reply managed only 154, which made for a reading of 53 runs, is the margin with which the Kusum Warriors went across the line. So, well, we'll take you through to the presentation and see exactly what transpired in the match. But before that, I have very special dignitaries besides us, along with the better halves. Firstly, starting with Mr. Sanjay Shah, our trophy sponsors, with his better half, will be waving his hands to the camera. Ma'am, you can do as well the same wave to the camera. At the same time, we have Mr. Ashwin Shah, the secretary of the Patan Jain Mandal, who has come along with his better half as well. And followed by Mr. Tushar Shah, our clothing sponsors from Smith Engineering, also the president of the PPL and also the vice president of the Patan Jain Mandal rather, would also be gracing the dais. Check, check. Well, I would like to have Vishal to come up to have a word with us before we can take things further. Vishal Shah, the captain of the AMS Gladiators. Vishal, so far, disappointing tournament overall.
Yes, when you lose 4 out of 4, obviously it's a disappointing tournament. But, we had some young people. I mean, some decisions didn't go our way. That's the way how cricket is.
Funnily and strangely, today the ball was getting the better of your batsman. You hit your batsman down, then your opponents did the same, and not for once, couple of times. Probably even the ball not disappointed with the way you all fared this tournament.
Totally. It is like, the basics. The feeling is let us down. We batted well in patches. And, today I would say put my hand up. I was solely responsible for the way I batted. And, when chasing 200, it's like, high time you get off to a good start. But, when you make like 15 odd runs out of 20, 25 balls, you're always behind the run rate. And, to catch that up is going to be very difficult.
Vishal, do you all practice as a unit?
Yes, definitely we do. But I mean, that the team mojo is all good. We have all good players. Somehow, the feeling. I've always thought the feeling has let us down, and like we were a batting heavy side, and obviously the batting has also been a bit of a disappointment because all of us have had a one odd inning. Nobody's been consistent throughout the 4 games. Like I had one inning, then I had 3 failures. Others who had 3 failures succeeded well today. So we've not batted well as a unit, nor have we fielded well. So that's why we are like languishing at the bottom of the table.
Nevertheless, Vishal, although you've lost 4 and 4, probably you have pride to play for the upcoming matches. And I'm pretty sure that you will attempt to at least pull up your socks, and we hope for a much better display in the matches to come.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we play with all our heart and just hope to get a win on the board would be nice. Now knowing that we're knocked out of the tournament.
All the best, Vishal.
Thank you so much. Well played, guys.
Well, now may I have Sahil to come up to have a word with us, the captain of the Kusum Warriors. Sahil, when you bat first, when you put up 208, almost 9 out of 10 times you will go across the line. At least you'll fancy that with your bowling attack.
Yes, yes, definitely. Smith and Devin played an amazing knock, and I'm just glad that we chose to bat first and then we scored 200.
Sahil, when you won the toss, Nishit, second time run out, probably run outs love him. And in between all of that, the way Smith batted was a different level altogether.
100%, 100%. He just took the game away. He took the pressure away from us. Everyone just chilled out. They even got time to set his eye in, and he just played one of the best knocks I've ever seen. Yeah.
So did I, and really reminded me of Virat at times.
Oh, definitely. We're not going to call him Virat now.
So it was a terrific knock, and of course your innings as well helped them power 208. In between, all's well. I don't think many areas that you need to check into. Probably the fielding, a thing or two that can get bettered out there.
I think fielding was fine. It was just my bowling. I bowled horrible. But I think I won't make the same mistake again.
When you have 208, you can probably afford to do that.
Yeah, but still, we could have gone for the bonus point. And because of my bowling, we couldn't. So that's...
Well, nevertheless, many congratulations. Go and have some fun with your side. You're a terrific side. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be putting up many more such performances going ahead.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much.
So, well, now coming to the business end of the presentation. Firstly, we would like to felicitate the man who tonked 3 big sixes in 1 over. And a maximum sixes award goes to Deven Dhruva. And Mr. Sanjay Shah will be handing and felicitating Deven for his sixes. Mr. Sanjay Shah will be felicitating Deven, will get a trophy. And will get a voucher from Z-Bats. So that's Devin, usually is always the man of the match, this time bagging maximum sixes, because the man of the match all of a sudden is being bagged by another man who we'll see shortly. Now the team player of the match, this is to acknowledge a man who ended up on the fielding side for his efforts with the bat of 25 of just 11, entertained 1 and all with the bat, and for his bowling figures of 25 for 2 in his 4. Vismay Choksi happens to be a team player of the match, and I would request Mr. Ashwin Shah to the secretary of the Patan, Jain Mandal, to be felicitating Vismay. He'll be getting a medal. Mr. Ashwin Shah will be felicitating Vismay. He gets a medal and a pair of sunglasses from Patni Opticians, which I'm missing out here. And now the man of the moment, the man who turned the match on its head with his bat first. 80 got a 40 balls, no rocket science. Smith Shah is our man of the match. Mr. Tushar Shah will be felicitating Smith. He gets a big trophy. He gets a hamper. That is a pair of lovely headphones from McMurray's. They are the owners themselves, Kusum Warriors. And Smith, the proud owner of these headphones that he'll receive from McMurray. This trophy as well. 40 balls, 80, strike rate 200. Unbelievable. Last match was the man of the match as well. In his 3 overs, gave away 40 runs, was expensive on that end, but nevertheless, probably when you score 80 or 40 balls, Smith, it doesn't matter how you bowl in the end.
No, actually, I should have bowled a bit better. I didn't read the pitch well, so that's why I leaked away runs.
Come on, Smith, you didn't read the pitch well. You faced 40 balls for your 80.
In bowling, I should have bowled more cutters and all, so that was the mistake of mine.
Well, nevertheless, the way you batted, leave alone your bowling. We've talked about that in the past, but your batting, my gosh, that was a breathtaking knock. I haven't seen a better innings in the PPL in a long, long time.
Thanks a lot.
Well, was it the wicket? Because then, if it was only the wicket, other batsmen would have chipped in a similar vein.
The wicket was quite good to bat on because the ball was coming onto the bat because when I played the first shot, so I got to know that the wicket is the ball is coming onto the bat, so I played my shots, took chances of the loose deliveries, and respected the normal ones.
Smith 2 in 2. You would be elated. Who would have dreamt? 2 in 2. That is 2 matches that the Kusum Warriors have had. Both the times you reign as man of the match. Where is Beenal? She probably receives that from your side.
She just she told Sahil Bhai to play me at number 3, and I'm extremely thankful to her because of her I got to bat at number 3.
You've probably given them what Virat Kohli would gives India at number 3. So many congratulations to you, and we hope to see you with a lot more runs under your belt and a lot more wickets as well to go along with that. One of the best all-rounders in the PPL. Take a bow, Smith Shah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it from the presentation. Do stay tuned in because we're getting the toss of the second match. This great match coming between the MTM Riders and the SK Strikers. So